Coach, thanks for stepping on in here and having a coffee with us. Tell me this, Central Virginia, not really a soccer hotbed. How did you get into the sport of soccer?
Well, really, when I was growing up in Roanoke, it was not that popular. You had Richmond, Virginia Beach area, Northern Virginia. It was flourishing in those areas, and so we didn't have a lot of respect back in the Southwest Virginia part of the state, which was actually a good thing because when I was coming through, a number of my teammates and I, we played with a little bit of a chip on our shoulder and something to prove every time we went out to play. And little by little, the game really kind of grew, and now, you know, the state is fantastic for both boys and girls soccer.
So you played 4 years of soccer at the college level, the last name Wiedemeyer. Did you have a good nickname like Weeds or anything like that?
It depended on the team,
okay.
but no, not too much on the nickname. With my sister was called Weedy all the time,
okay.
But that didn't catch on with me so much. It was. There were some great guys, and you played, and especially in some of my time, I got to play with some international guys, and it was really a neat experience to see the game from a different perspective going through that time.
You've got a young family, and you're a coach, and it's a time-consuming job. How do you integrate both aspects? Do you have the girls involved in your personal life to a degree?
Yeah, I think that one of the main philosophies of the program that I built at South Dakota State and now want to kind of carry over here to Liberty is this family atmosphere, that we want the two to be seamless and as much as possible, that we want to be involved in the players' lives and helping them holistically grow and develop, which means that sometimes you're kind of a parent. And then at the same time, you want your family, my wife and kids, to be a part of that team atmosphere as well. And I think that, you know, little by little, that's really coming to the forefront. And I think both of them appreciate it. I think the kids love being a part of something different and bigger than themselves and connecting with Liberty. And I think our girls really love being around the family and the kids at the same time.
You have a ton of experience in taking a group from the ground up. But when you look at Liberty, they've already been successful within their conference. How do you take that next step to being a team that can make noise at the NCAA tournament?
Well, it is. It's a great thing, and it's a very hard thing to come in, and it's the third coach in a year. So you're changing things on the players again, changing the system, changing the culture slightly, and trying to get the best out of them in a different way. And so it's been, there's been some challenges to it, of course, like anywhere that change. People are resistant to it at a degree, and especially when you've had success. There's less reason in their minds that why do we need this change. But I think little by little the players are starting to buy into the reality that we can be even more. We can be even better. We can be, as we've used the term, kind of that city on the hill, that shining example of what a Christian, hardworking, gritty, tenacious, all-in, passionate soccer team can be, and that when we play, we're serving an example of doing and competing, but doing it the right way. And so that's been really exciting to try to bring this to Liberty and bring it to the program that has had so much success.
Now, when you think of the game of soccer, they describe it as the beautiful game. For yourself, when you think of soccer, is there an aspect of the sport that gets you emotional much? What is the little detail about the game of soccer that you personally love so much?
I think that the thing that I love about the game, which is wonderful but also very frustrating as a coach, is it's really a player's game. You can do all the pre-training you want and practice the way that you expect and run plays up and how you want them to do it. But once the whistle blows, it really becomes a player's game. There are no timeouts. You can't call in a play from the sidelines. You know, there's no quarterback looking over to try to figure out what play to call because you've got 8 coaches deciphering the defensive, formation and giving you the best decision. They have to make those decisions on their own. So one of the most gratifying pieces is when you train something and the players are able to make quality decisions because of what you've developed in them so that they can be successful. And that's probably the thing that most excites me on the field.
Well, Coach, great getting to know you, and thanks for taking the time.
Thanks so much.